Hello and welcome to another KBS how-to video. In today's video we're going to be covering categories, subcategories and adding a product on the for hire. So it's quite straightforward really, but we're going to show you the basics nice and quickly today, just in case you're not too sure how they work, how to implement them, what's the best way of doing them, and obviously the other stuff you can do on the products. So first we're going to start off with categories. So we're going to go here, add a category. If you're not too sure, the categories is what is going to come down the side here. So these are all your main categories. So obviously you can add as many of them as you want. The more you add, it's just going to create a longer and longer list of items there. Just trying to think if I already got that. No, I just hadn't refreshed that. That's why it's still there anyway. So we're gonna add this. We're gonna add seasonal products. So you know, if you've got different items for Christmas, Halloween, various things like that, that's what we're gonna add right now. So add a category. Make sure you hit the site that you want it on. We're gonna go seasonal products. I'm gonna copy and paste that. Make sure you hit that to heading 1. It's the most important thing. Tags we're going to cover in another video altogether. And I'm not doing any SEO stuff here. It's just the main basic stuff. So we're not going to cover any of that. Obviously SEO is a main part for you to be found, to be searched. But I'm just literally just putting the bare basics just to get the category off the ground. Comments, you haven't got to worry about them. That's just for you to see only. And the image there, I wouldn't worry about that on your main category. So we're going to hit submit. So now, let's have a quick look once we refresh. So as you can see, seasonal product has been added there, and there's nothing there because we haven't added it yet. So that is what we're going to do now. Categories, subcategories. I've created these two earlier, and I'm going to show you how to implement them so they come under the main category in a minute. We're just going to add subcategory. Click that. I'm going to call this Christmas products. So that's going to put your URL there already. That's going to be your main URL. Obviously you could put that a little bit longer, but you don't want it too long. So Google doesn't like it if it's too long of a URL. It's going to knock you down. Let's make sure that's heading 1 again. And this is where you're going to put it. So this is the subcategory. And we're going to make sure we hit that into seasonal products only. Tags, I'm not going to worry about that. Christmas products, Christmas products. This is where you want to add, I would say, an image to your subcategory, and I'll show you why in a second, just to make it a little bit easier and nicer for your customers. There we go. So I found a snow globe. Make sure you hit the upload button. Big mistake people do is put the image there, and then hit submit, and then wonder why the image isn't there again because it hasn't been uploaded. And then hit submit. Now if we go back to the website, let's just refresh. As you can see, this is now a subcategory. So that's not an actual item, that's literally purely a subcategory. So now you could have Christmas, Halloween, and the various other ones there. So subcategories. Let's put the Halloween one in that one as well. Yet again, I've got the image there. Submit. Back to categories, back to sub. What's the other one? Easter. Let's hit that back into that. Obviously with different subcategories you can put them in various different places as well if you needed to. Depends entirely how you want your website to look. But the easier it is for the customers to find the items. That's why I like the subcategories. Rather than having a list of 100 items all just running down, it's going to be hard for them to find. So you could have, for instance, bouncy castles, and you could have a subcategory of bouncy castles with slides, adult bouncy castles. So you can have them all sectioned there. It's a lot easier for the customer to find what they're looking for rather than going through hundreds and hundreds of different products that you've got. So now you can see we've got the 3 subcategories. There's no products in them yet because we haven't added a product. So that is what we're going to go with right now. So there we go. Main category down the side. And then these are the subcategories. And there's no products in them at the minute. So let's go back to the system. This is now where we're going to add the product. So we're going to add a snow globe, and then we're going to add that product to the subcategory on there. So make sure it's set there. We're going to put this as main product. It's not a package. Cover package in one of the other videos, how to make a product package. And an alias. It's not an alias at the minute. I mean, we can do that in another video if you're not too sure how these alias products work. Keep that as daily. don't need a duplicate. That's if you just literally just want to copy everything from another product into this product. Best not to do that sometimes anyway, especially with SEO. You want everything unique, completely different. But if you just want the bases of the same stuff and then change certain bits over, that's what a duplicate is there for, to make it a lot easier. So we're going to call this Snow Globe Bouncy Castle. Mini title. No, not Christmas products. I don't know if that is going to fit. There's only a certain length we can put in the mini title, so we might just need to put Snow Globe Castle. Change that. We're going to put that to heading 1. And then category. You can put that in both if you wanted to. If you haven't got a lot, you can put it in both. I don't want it. I want to make it nice and easy for the customers, so I'm going to tick off that and just purely put it in the subcategory, which is the Christmas products. And yet again, very, very basic here with the SEO. You're not going to want to be doing this. You're going to be putting a lot more information in there for you to get found by Google and all the other search engines and various things like that. It's quite a bit in depth. And then let's hit submit. So yeah, now that is basically there. So you've created that product now, and now we're able to edit all these various things up the top. Some of this you won't use, some of it you will use, but I'm going to show you the basics of each one anyway. So specifications, this is going to be your main important piece of information. So if someone's booking online, they've got a certain space they can fit it in, certain size hall, they're going to want to know how big it is. So it's going to be easy for you, rather than getting all the questions and how big it is, you know, what space do I need. This is where you're going to put it all in here. I'm not going to change any of this right now because I don't know the exact sizes. You could just put children up to 10 years of age or up to a certain height. You know, you can change any of that what you want, and then obviously you've got custom ones, so you can put your own ones in as well. Or you could just untick. You might only want product size and required space. It's entirely up to you what you want to put there. So just make sure you hit that, hit the close. Let's go to pricing. So let's just put that at 150. Old price is quite handy. I quite like to use this, especially if it looks as if you've discounted the product. So you might say normally that is 180. Let's hit the submit. Yet again, weekday price says what it is, Monday to Friday price. If you want to do it cheaper during the week, put whatever price you want there. You might say during the week it's 120. And then Saturday and Sunday price, you might want it a lot more. And obviously if you do overnight bookings, there it is again. Just plonk that right there. So yeah, very, very simple there with the pricing. Images, very, very simple. So there we go. Make sure you hit the upload button. And we're going to put a few different images in here as well, and we can show you what that's going to look like. So all you've got to do is just click there again. Now that's there, hit the upload. So we've got two there. You can easily just move these around, whatever one you want as your main image, and then just hit save order. That's done, nice and easy. Now we're going to go to extras. Whatever you do, when you do extras, you always want to make sure you put your main pricing first. So make sure you do your pricing and then extras after. I mean, handy one with this one, you might find that Snow Globe has disco features. So it's £150 on its own. If they want to add disco features, an extra £30. So make sure that's to add. Definitely don't want to subtract. You definitely don't want to be losing any money on any bookings. So add is the one you want to go for. Hit the submit. Obviously we'll show you how that works when we go through momentarily. Load equipment. Depends if you want to use this. If you're a one-man band or family, you may not want to use a load of equipment. Very, very handy if you've got workers that work for you. You know, especially if they're not a bit too clued up to that certain product or how many pegs it needs, how many sandbags it needs, how many mats it needs. So you could literally change that. I always end up clicking off that. You could end up changing that. It might say it needs 10 pegs, 4 sandbags, and it may need 4 mats and 2 extension leads if it's got 2 blowers. Hit the save. So this is what you can print when you're doing your drop sheet or load sheet. Obviously this will come up if you print a load sheet, everything they need to load into the van. So it's quite handy if you've got a lot of workers there. You want to make sure they can tick off everything's there to be loaded in. Settings. There we go. So enable product, very, very simple. we want to make sure that's yes, otherwise it's not even going to be on the system. Bookable, admin only. So say you've got a product coming in, which I quite like to do. I might have put a deposit down on an item. It's not coming in for a month and a half, 2 months time, but I want to get on the website. I want to start building up a little bit of interest in the item. I can get it on the website, start getting my SEO in there, hit it to admin only. So it's not going to be people can't book it online. So it's still there. They can click it and there'll be a tab there to say contact us. So it's still there on the website, but nobody can book it online, which means you're not going to get bookings for it when the product's not going to be in. So it's quite handy to have that there as well. But obviously we've got this in already, for instance, so we're going to make sure that is bookable. Product package only, we've got that to know. You can disable overnight bookings on that product if you don't want various products to be booked out overnight, and you can just temporarily disable the product if you want to from a certain date. Say you've got you could be away, but generally you're going to put that in the holiday. It could be your friends borrowing it for a week, so you can't have it out that week. I mean, many reasons. Limit product availability by day. So select days to allow bookings with this product. So you might only think you might work Monday to Friday, so you can't have it out during the week. You don't want someone to book it out during the week, so you may only do Saturday and Sunday. So you can only be booked on the Saturday and Sunday. It will then say it's fully booked, obviously on any of them days there. Booking length, that's if you've got a certain product, it may be booked out for 4 days all the time. For instance, you may have hot tub hire where you may do a Thursday to Monday, so you may say the booking length on that is 4 or 5 days, so nobody can book that in certain days in between times, but most of it's going to be your 1 day anyway. You can change default delivery collection times on the product. I don't tend to use this, but it's just there for different people to how they run their businesses with different products. So there's a lot of changes and various things you can utilise on it. Purchase price, it's just going to be handy if you want to keep track of how many bookings you've got and how much it costs before you're earning a profit, which you can then check in the reports. So what else have we got here? You may have 3 of them products. This is a message displays in the booker form after the product's been selected, so you can put a various message in there that they can see. Show on website, make sure it's set to yes. Reset unavailable counter. When you check on the reports, I don't think it's even reports. Somewhere, I can't think off the top of my head exactly where it is, but you can see how many times it's unavailable. So you can see how popular a certain item is and how many people want to book it and how many times it's been unavailable for people to hire it. So maybe you might want to get another one of them in. So you can just reset that if you've been playing around with it and messing about and you want to reset that back to 0. Feature products, make sure it's on yes. You can turn it off for no. If only little items you don't want them, but being that a big and main decent item, we're going to set that to yes. Make sure we hit submit. Configuration. Say you've created a product. Okay, let's put it back there. Say you've created the product and you want to change it. This is where the configuration is. So you might think, oh no, I want to change it to a package. I was meant to put that to a package. You haven't got to delete the item altogether. You can literally just go here, hit yes, hit the submit, and then it's going to add the package builder. Same as an alias, and you can choose. Basically, it shares it with it. That's what the alias is. But if you're not too sure how that is, just let us know, and we can cover another video to how aliases work. And then shared product. For instance, that snow globe we've got there can also be Halloween themed, football themed, disco themed, wedding themed. So say you had the various items in, to save them getting booked at the same time. Obviously a Christmas one and a Halloween one isn't going to get booked at the same time, but you might find a party, wedding or football one might get booked at the same time. So you might want to share them products to make sure you're not going to get double bookings. So that's what the share product is. It basically says what it is. It's shared with another product. So if one product gets booked out, it's not going to allow the other product to get booked out. So I think we've covered everything there. So let's hit the submit. Let's just go back home just to cover what we've got. So there we can go, feature products, depending on what type of website you've got with us. These could be in various different places. Seasonal products, that's the main category we added earlier. Why is that still showing there? I didn't put that there. Let's double check. Click that off. Back here, refresh. There we go. I accidentally clicked it to go onto the main one, but I don't want it there. I only want in the subcategory. So yeah, we added the main category. These are the 3 subcategories. Christmas products. There it is, snow globe. So obviously they're the details that was down the side. We're going to go book now. So as you can see, that's the old price. So people think, oh, I'm getting a discount. You know, it's cheaper than let's book that. They're the bits you can change. Obviously, you can add more. Reviews you've got there, images. So that's going to show you various different images. Depending on what type of website you've got with us, some of this may look different. Some of the images may scroll across, and you've got writing in various different places. So ignore how this one looks, because your one may look a little bit different. Book now. I'm now going to show you what that extra does, where you can add extras. So let's just hit. Oh, is it booked out for that day already? Did I accidentally? Let's go back to settings. Oh, there we go. It's because I. Let's go. No, it's because I left it for Saturday and Sunday only. So that's why I was having a bit of trouble booking it for the Friday. It still says not available for the Friday. Oh, that's because it's tomorrow. There we go. Depending on where you've got that set on your bookings, sometimes it doesn't allow you for people to book for 24 hours or 48 hours, right? You know, literally someone booking late midnight one night and wanting it for the next day. But you can change that in the booking settings anyway. So that's what was happening there. So there's a product extras. Add disco features. So there we go. 150. Discounts, ignore that. That's in the back end, where if somebody spends over a certain amount, it's automatically discounted by a certain amount. And it hasn't put the price there, has it? Was it? Why is that 120? 2 seconds. It's because I put a weekday price. Yes. Let's get rid of the weekday price. We don't want that. It confused me there for a minute, thinking, what is going on? It's because I booked that for the Friday. Let's try it again. 26th. No, that won't work. Sunday 27th. Yes, it will work. There's various things on the back system here where you can change at what times they can book and how long. So that's why we was having a little bit of trouble there. So we can go into that another time anyway. But keep it simple, right? We've got it there, 150. Product extra, disco feature. So we put that as an extra £30. So as you can see, that's adding the £30. Ignore the discount because that's set on the back end of our KBS test site there. I think it's set as default. So if you ever get a new website, make sure you take that off. I mean, you may want the discount there anyway. So as you can see, no disco is 150. Disco 180. And that's it. So we've added the products. We've showed you how the categories and the subcategories work. So that's the main category. These are the subcategories. Obviously we haven't got anything in there yet. Or you could just purely keep seasonal products main. You haven't got to create the subcategories, and you can just have all your seasonal products going down there. But yet again, I like to make it as easy as possible for the customers to see what they're looking for. For instance, soft play. You know, you may have tons and tons and tons of soft play. You may want to create different subcategories for ball pools or packages. You know, anything you can think of. Party packages. You may want Peppa Pig packages. You may have 10 different Peppa Pig packages. So you might want a subcategory for Peppa Pig, and then have all your Peppa Pig stuff, rather than being 100 different products just down there. So that's the good thing with categories, and obviously, and then the subcategories. I think we have pretty much covered everything we need to cover there on the products for hire with the products. And obviously you can go in and edit these at any time. If you then want to change your category, you can put them in anything you want. You may have a package. Just make sure, say SEO is not done when it was purely not showing that today. And I think that's it. The prices, images, load equipment, and the settings. Yeah, we've covered everything you could possibly do there. So yeah, Thank you so much for watching. Hope that helped anyone out that was a bit stuck or not too sure. And obviously feel free to keep on watching back, and if you're not too sure how to do it, just revert back to this video. And if you're still stuck, then just give us a message to say, but this video should cover the categories, subcategories and the product nice and easy and simple for you. So thank you so much for watching, and look forward to seeing you on the next one.